Hi, everyone. It's Cecilia. I am doing a reading today. First of all, I want to welcome you on the US dollar. Somebody asked me to look into the US dollar. Um, it is, they had said that what they had said was that they were worried about the finances of, of their finances. Okay. They have 401k and that sort of thing. And they were worried about if they had to worry about, I guess, losing money and stuff like that because the US dollar decline. Um, so we're going to take a look at that. Okay. Um, is my understanding that is kind of on the weak side. Goes kind of on the weak side because of people are trading in their bonds, like Japan, Denmark, and a few others have been systematically take downs, and plus our thing went downgrade. And with that, we're going to ask about the federal. Where's it at? No. Okay, wait a minute. I'm sorry. God, I can't read my writing. Oh, the Federal Reserve. Jeez, the U.S. dollar and the Federal Reserve. Um, I guess people in uh, other countries actually are. I don't know a whole lot about this. I mean, I do sort of, but not enough to. I couldn't really hold a conversation on it. Let's put it that way. Um, I mean, I don't really think about money so much. I mean, I do and I don't. Uh, I don't know why. I just don't. I mean, I know I have to have it. I have to make it, but I need money to retire, and these things I know, but I I I just I think of money like I would a shirt, underwear, socks, shoes. That it's something I need, and that's about it. That's all the importance I really hold to money. I know it sounds kind of crazy, but that's kind of how I'm wired. I don't know how to describe it, but anyway, we're gonna ask. We're gonna ask the cards, and I'm using my predictions deck. Oh, I'm getting that glare. Jeez Louise. Um, that's because the light is here. I hope everybody is staying warm, and I hope nobody's losing their power. I know a lot of people lost power. Check on your neighbors, check on your dogs. I mean, bring your pets in. Even in Florida, it's cold. I don't know what is the temperature here right now at this moment in time. It's 39 degrees. That's not usual. My house is very cold. It's poorly insulated. It's a 40-year-old house. I got these big windows. I mean, they're big. Um, and they're single pane glass. So that's why I have these kind of curtains on them to help, when it's summertime, to help keep the heat from coming in, and to help keep drafts from coming in. But, and so, I mean, the houses, well, older homes, the newer, brand new ones are built a little different, but this one is not the best insulated and uses a lot of power. But I have my oven on because I've been cooking all day and I'm still cooking, doing some meal prep, and it's a lot of work. So yeah. So let's see. But it's keeping it a little warm right now. I got in the oven. I have uh, cabbage rolls and stuffed cabbage rolls, and I have what are called for the grandkids. We call them porcupine balls. They're the meat and the rice and that are in the cabbage rolls, but my grandkids don't like cabbage, so we call them porcupine balls. Same thing, just without the cabbage. So, uh, so, it's kind of Soren, and I only have shorts. It sounds so funny. If you've ever seen the meme that says your friends in Florida, they can't, about not keeping warm because they only have shorts. That's pretty much true for me. I mean, I do have pants for work, which are in the washer right now, and I have a pair of dress pants. But I don't want to be cooking, like 2 pair of dress pants. I don't want to be wearing those and cooking in them, because boy, I get grease or tomato sauce and all that stuff on them. I'll be very upset. So I've got shorts, but I have this thing that my daughter bought for me. I call it's a big robe thing with a hood that goes all the way to the ground that I call it my Nanook of the North uh, robe, but I can't really cook in it. So usually when I am not, today when I was not cooking, when things were in the oven and that, when I made stock and stuff like that. Today I made a chicken and veggie stock. Make a lot of food from scratch here. Oops. And the reason I make it from scratch is I have food allergies. So mostly to preservatives, colors, and dyes. So, and I have to carry an EpiPen because of that. So it's just easier and better for me to make from scratch, but it is very time consuming. I have to give it that. I feel like I'm always in the kitchen. I like to cook, but God, it would be nice to have a quick meal every once in a while. Okay. I keep doing that where I think I'm dropping it, but it's just moving away. So we're going to ask, tell us about the US dollar. What do we need to know about the future of the US dollar? What you doing, Spicy? Spicy is one of my kitties. Let me see if I get, there he is. Spicy is playing. I have 5 cats. That one doesn't let me pet him. He'll sleep on my bed. He'll sit close to me. He'll lay close to my feet. But if I go to touch him, boom, he's gone. I don't get it. He follows me even to the bathroom. He's a weird one. But I honor his request. Let's put it that way, that he doesn't want to be touched. Maybe eventually, as he gets older. He's 3 years old now. He was a feral. So. Oh, you got the dinosaur. Get that dinosaur. It's funny. Anyway, I'm sorry. I feel like I'm having a squirrel moment here. Okay, so let's see. The dollar. What do we need to know about the US dollar? Please tell us truthfully. What is it that we need to know about the US dollar? What do we need to know about the US dollar? The future of the US dollar. What do we need to know? Okay, let's find out. Oh. It's been cold, and because it's been cold, my arthritis has bothered me. Okay, let's take a look. Rockets, SpaceX. Okay. Okay, that's kind of weird. Evidence of a scandal. Housing issues. Maybe I should clarify what I meant by the US dollar. Big news. Rescue revived. Rescue revived. Compromised, harmful. Tension escalates. Fake news. Tornado winds. Let me double check something. It seems kind of a little out of place. I mean, everything else I can see how it fits. This one I cannot. But let's find out. First of all, my pendulum works a little different than everybody else. Just like this is a divination tool, just like any of these are divination tools. My tarot cards, my, what do you call it? My dowsing rods, everything. They're all divination tools. They're just tools that spirit, that energy can connect, that I can connect to. So we're going to see, I'm going to show you pendulum. Please show me yes. Okay, my yes is back and forth. Not back and forth, side to side. Okay. Pendulum, show me no. Can you make it a little bigger so that they can see it on TV, please? Really, that's all you got? Can you show it a little bit better? That's better. Thank you, pendulum. That's my no. Okay. And pendulum, can you please show me? Yeah, maybe. And that's circular, going clockwise. Okay, so that is my pendulum. So we want to know, does this tornado winds have to do with my reading about the dollar? Yes. So it's up to me to figure it out. Is it about, see, how do I want to word this? Because you gotta word things just right. Because if you don't, you end up with, there have been times I've thought I was doing a reading on something and it turned out I was doing a reading on something else because the cards made the decision that no, I don't want to answer it the way you want it. I'm going to answer it this way. That happens sometimes. I don't know why. It's like, oh, what are you doing to me here? So is the tornado about destruction? Is it the destruction of our economic system? Okay, I got a yes on that. Okay. A sinking ship. Tsunami, rising water. Oh, I'm seeing I'm seeing a pattern here. I'm not liking it. Prepare and stock up. I'm definitely seeing a pattern here. Unexpected result. An uprising and rebellion. Well, science breakthrough doesn't fit in with that. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. Because always there's bottom of the deck usually matters too. Replace or exchange. It says volcano, mountains. Let's see. Pendulum. Does the volcano mountains card fit with the reading? No, it does not. Okay. Okay, so let's take a look what we got here. So Now, the cards always tell me a story. It is for entertainment purposes only. As I said, I'm not as familiar with the dollar issue. So this is kind of like a cold read for me. I mean, I got a little bit of info, but not enough that I can even have a conversation with. So let's take a look. Let's see. Okay. Trying to figure out how this first card fits in that I pulled, the rockets and SpaceX. I think of Elon Musk with that. Wait a minute. I know what I want to ask. That just popped in my head. I want to say it has to do with the satellites. Maybe spying. Let's take a look. Does this card have to do with satellites and spying? Okay, I got a maybe. Oh, I should show you, huh? I do again. The answer will be the same, I do believe. Is this rocket space card have to do with satellites and spying? Got a maybe again. Does it have to do with the United States spying on other countries? Maybe. Okay, pendulum, can you please stop? Thank you. Please stop. Does this have to do with Elon Musk? I'm getting a maybe. Okay. Trying to think. What else could this be about? Does this have to do with the misuse of our money? I don't know why that came to my head. I'm getting a yes here. Is it a misuse of our money by, oh boy, is it a misuse of our money by SpaceX and Elon Musk? I'm getting a yes. Is it a misuse of our money? I can't think. There's what other questions? Because see, I don't know enough about the situation about getting the right answers the right questions. It's about asking the right questions. So it's got something to do with Elon Musk wasting our money with SpaceX. Okay, wait a minute. Is this about overcharging us for what they're doing? Okay. Okay. I'm going to put it in this pile because, you know what? That must be. I don't know why. I got to be honest with you. I don't know why this card kind of seems like totally like it doesn't belong. Other than I asked about the dollar and about the US dollar and the future of the US dollar. So, oh gosh. See, so you don't ever know what the cards are going to give you. So let's see. Okay. Okay. Other than this, back at the end with Elon Musk, I'm putting it at the end because I don't know exactly where it fits in here. To be totally honest with you, I don't know. It's the cards. They have sense of humor sometimes, spirits and guides. Okay. So, big news, I think, I think this is the other countries selling our bonds back to us, turning in the bonds at which we have to pay them back. Okay. But we're going to get some unexpected results from that the average American people, except for those that understand finance, and I understand some, but not enough that I could, carry on a conversation. Let's put it that way. Because remember, I said I don't think a lot about money. I don't really care about money, but I might have to care about money based on these cards. There's going to be an unexpected result. There was big news about something. What was that big news? Tell me, what was that big news? I think the big news is about people turning in their bonds. BRICS. Something to do with BRICS. Big news, BRICS. I'm hearing BRICS. And it's going to have an unexpected result for us. Okay. There's going to be some escalated tensions over BRICS. It's going to be harmful. It says compromise, but it's going to be harmful. It's going to be harmful for us. I'm hearing where's my pendulum? Wait a minute. Okay, let's ask. Come on. Pendulum is the thing with their money have to do with BRICS. Yes, it has to do with BRICS. Does it have to do with countries changing the currency? Yes. Okay. Changing currency. Are people leaving the dollar? Oh, okay. So does that mean people are leaving dollar? Does that mean that our finances, what our dollar is worth, is going to be less? Pendulum, does it mean that our dollar is going to be worth less than it was before? Okay. Is that going to be harmful to the people of the United States? Okay, well, now we know what that is. So, BRICS. BRICS. What does BRICS stand for again? BRICS stands. I know it stands for other countries. Brazil, Russia, India. Now, BRICS, is that a C or a K? Well, it has to be a C because I don't know of any country that starts with a K off the top of my head. China, maybe? No. I don't know what the C stands for. It might be China. Could be Cambodia. No, BRICS. Has to do with BRICS. Okay. And them changing the currency. And the pendulum said that the changing of the currency is going to be a problem. Now, this fake news is when this all starts coming up and starts happening, we're not going to be told the truth. It's going to be fake. Okay. Here, oh, replace and exchange. That's the money. They're replacing the dollar with something else. Something else. I'm not sure what, but they're replacing it with something else. We're going to feel like we're drowning. Because if that's the case and the dollar drops, that means our money is worth less. That much I do know about money. Kind of been through this before, where our dollar wasn't worth much. And we had this massive inflation when I was younger. God, that wasn't pleasant. That was not pleasant. I'm 62 now. So I was much younger. So it says that rising water, we're going to be underwater. And our money's not going to be worth as much. So we're not going to be, but with the money going up, it's going to be like a tearing apart, the destructiveness of what it's going to cause. And it's going to be like a sinking ship. Our money is going to be like a sinking ship. Now, you're going to be housing issues. Well, we already have housing issues, but I guess we're going to have more housing issues. As our money, with our money being less, worth less, anything we import is going to be a lot more expensive for us. And our housing, so that means even building houses are going to be more expensive. But because everything is going to be more expensive, people are going to have to make some choices on things like food and housing and that type of thing. They're going to have to be making more choices. Prepare now and stock up, even if it's one thing at a time. Like you go to the store, like go to Publix, say. Publix. They're buy one, get one. I love when their olive oil's on sale because it's $25 for a bottle. It's about this big. When it's buy one, get one, you better be sure that I like to stock up, but not stock up so much that I have to worry about it turning rancid. Having like a couple bottles. But yeah, prepare and stock up now. Stock up on toiletries. I'm hearing stock up on over-the-counter medicines. Okay, so if you use any over-the-counter medicines, now's the time to stock up on it. Just buy a little bit at a time. I'm not 100% sure this is going to be like a all of a sudden thing. It's not coming away. This is for entertainment purposes. I have a feeling it's going to be a slow movement, and then all of a sudden, boom, it's going to hit us. That's what I'm feeling. That right now it's all good, but boom, all of a sudden. Okay. And people are going to get prepare, stock up. Don't do what people did. I'm being told to remind you, don't do the hoarding thing like people did with the fucking toilet paper during COVID. Just make sure you have enough for an extra few weeks. Okay? Even if you have to go to the food pantry to help you stock up, is what I'm being told. Even if you have to go to the food pantry. Okay? We're going to have to rescue some people. It says in Revived, but we're going to have to help each other out. That's what we're going to have to do. I talk a lot about community and other readings. Yeah, we're going to have to help each other out through this. Yeah. We're going to have to help people, help each other. Because our money's not going to be worth as much. It's not going to go as far. There's going to be an uprising. People are going to get mad and rebellion. Not that we don't have rebellion going on anyway, but rebellion. People are going to have enough. They are going to have enough. And I guess at some point, these two cards, somewhere along the way or right after it, there's going to be evidence of a scandal that has to do with this right here, SpaceX and Elon Musk, for entertainment purposes only. It doesn't seem to fit in. It's kind of a oddball thing. But the guide said, the pendulum said that it was part of the reading. So it fits in here somewhere. I don't know how it fits. I got to chuckle at that because for the life of me, I cannot figure out how that even fits. I just know it's part of this reading. So anyway, that's the reading on where the US dollar is going. Okay, well, I got to go ahead and put this back in because we want to ask about the Fed. Because, yeah. The Fed, where is it? Oh, yeah. I do know that Trump is trying to interfere with the Fed. He's trying to fire somebody. I'm not sure if that's in court or that. And he wants to replace Powell because Powell won't lower interest rates. Okay. And I can't say that I understand enough about the Fed. But I have to say, I've never paid too much attention to that. I'm more interested in human rights issues and about regular people. You would think I would care more about the Fed and finances and how it affects our economy. But you can't focus in on everything. I have to choose what I focus in on wisely. So let's ask. Let's just find out. Jerome Powell, the Fed, and Trump and his interference. Can you tell me a little bit more? We got a resigns and leaves office because it fell out. It jumped out. And the other one is uprising and rebellion. But I'm not getting that this is necessarily the everyday people. I think it is more businesses. Businesses are going to be unhappy. They're going to speak out more. That's what I think it is. Okay. But I don't know who's going to be resigning and leaving office. I don't know if it's somebody on the Fed. I don't know if it's somebody in the regime. I don't know. So we'll leave those out because those jumped out. Tell us about the Fed. Maybe it's all they want us to know. I don't know. We'll find out. Tell us about the Fed and Trump trying to fire people because he wants to lower interest rates. So what is going to be the outcome? Oh God, my hands. What's the outcome of that? Oh, because of this cold weather, it's starting to get chilly in my house a little bit. Even though I have the oven on, and I'm cooking stuffed cabbage rolls. I don't eat meat. Most of my cooking is done for my family. I ate a lot of salads, rice and beans, that type of thing. But I'm not I like cabbage. So let's see. What is, tell us about the Fed and Trump interference. Okay, so let's go ahead. So we got these ones. Somebody's resigning, and an uprising and rebellion that I think is going to be businesses. But let's see what the other cards say. Military action. Maybe not. Okay. Returns to normal. Transport, that doesn't fit in. Disaster and wreckage. Well, that fits in. Changes coming. Betrayed and backstabbed. Earthquake and shakeup. Distraction, illusion. Let's see if that fits in there. I'm kind of questioning that, but I mean, it kind of fits. So let's take a look. Pendulum. Can you show me, is this part of the reading on the Fed? I'm getting a yes. Okay. Darkness, outage. A sinking ship. Social media. Let's take a look. Does this social media card fit with the Fed's reading? Yeah. Oh, I just heard how. Okay. I understand now. Strategic planning. Compromised, harmful. I can see how that fits in. Mainstream news. Does this mainstream news fit into the reading? Hello? It's not moving. Okay, let's try this again. Does the mainstream news fit into this reading? This doesn't happen very often, where it doesn't give me an answer, where it just kind of sits there and it shakes. Okay. Well, I'm going to leave it out because I don't know. All right. So let's see where this all stands. Okay. Let's take a look. I know where that goes. Okay. We're going to have change in the Fed. Okay. Change is Fed in the Fed. Now, I don't know. This resigns and leaves office. I don't know where this fits in here. But somebody through all this is going to be resigning and leaving office. But I just don't know where. Okay, change is coming. There's going to be a shakeup. Wait a minute. This goes with this. Somebody's trying to do some strategic planning. And there's going to be a betrayal and backstabbing. And that's going to be because, this is all going to be a big disaster. But during that time, they're going to try to distract us and give the illusion that everything is okay when it is not. So, but the betrayed and backstab could be why somebody is resigning and leaving office. It's going to be like a sinking ship for us, for the people. Well, no, not for the people. For the regime. I thought it was the people first, but I heard no, it's the regime. It's going to be like a sinking ship. Because what they've done is harmful for us. And this darkness and outage. What is this about? Darkness and outage. Darkness and outage. These are dark times. Dark times for the people as interest rates go up. They're going to get their wish about lowering the instant interest rates as the energy stands now. This is for entertainment purposes. That's as the energy is standing right now. But a lot can change. Okay. Darkness and outage. Darkness and outage. Yeah, I think as part of the things that are going to be hurtful to people because they're being kept in the dark on how bad it is. That goes actually with up here, with the change coming in the strategic. We're not going to be really told how bad it is. Okay. People are going to take to social media and they're going to uprise and rebel. And military action. If this as stands now, there'll be some military action. Wait a minute, I just heard something. Another way to look at this. Another way, what is being presented to me, is the military is going to make somebody leave office. I had heard that. For entertainment purposes only. Wow. Wow. But it doesn't say who. I mean, it could be somebody that Trump wanted to fire and he sends the military to make them leave office. Or it could be Trump and the military makes. I mean, I don't know who. But that's what's coming to me. But at some point, I'm not thinking it's going to be anytime soon. And I'm getting that it's not anytime soon. Everything's going to return to normal. Whatever normal is. With us financially, it could be years, it could be months. It's not going to be days. I don't even think it's going to be months. I think it's probably going to be more like years. The cards, what people don't understand is cards are really bad with time. They don't give you a timeline. My guides don't give me a timeline. I'll give you a prime example where when 9/11 happened, I was told by my spirits and guides when we went to go attack Iraq that it wasn't the right people we were attacking, that we were being lied to, and that was not who caused 9/11. And I was out there protesting on it because, well, I'm a war protester, always have been. I am against war. But anyway, I was out protesting that, and I kept telling people, it's not who you think it was. It's not Iraq. Iraq didn't start this. Da 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 da. And oh, I got spit on, yelled at, name call. Yeah, I mean, you name it. What happened? We found out years later. Took years. We were taken to war on false pretenses. When my spirits and guides or the cards say something, it's not in our time. See, our time is linear. Their time is not linear. And so we think, oh, it's happening right here, right now. It doesn't work like that. When Trump first came down the escalator, another example, I said he is a wannabe fascist. He wants to be a dictator. Now, in the first, it didn't show up at all in the first 4 years he was in. Not that he didn't try, because he had people around him that were adults in the room. But it still stood because I was told he is a wannabe dictator and he's a fascist. And look at what we're seeing now. When he came down that escalator was 2015. 10 years. Well, yeah, 2025. 10 years it took for that to come into fruition. So it just goes to show you that timing just really blows. They're not linear like we are. And we want it here, we want it now. But the universe says you got to wait. And that's just something that we've got to remember. Okay. So, but as it stands now, it's not going to be good. It's not going to be good for us. All I can tell you, well, actually, let me pull a card. Card on it. One of them is get your community together. I keep talking about community. When we were kids, we had, hang on, I'm trying to find my cards. When we were kids, we had what was called community. You might ask, what is community? It's when we looked after each other. And well, we're going to do this Nature's Whispers. This is my favorite oracle deck. Where you looked out after each other and you helped each other. I mean, I grew up under that. I have a community now. I have a few families. We are a community. I help them, they help me. I know that I could call them and say, hey, I need help, and I'll get help. They could call me and I can help them. So form that community. You might have to be with like your neighbors. Might be some few members of your church, synagogue, or temple. It might be people that you work with. But form your community because you're going to need it. So let's find out what is ours. You know, we can't do anything about these cards, what these cards have to say. We can't do anything. We are not the people in power, and there isn't anything that we can really do other than call our legislators, write them. I call mine all the time. And I get, when they put up stupid posts, I write accordingly on their page. And when the trolls come after me, I go back after them because you don't put up with that shit. I can't help it that they're stupid and don't understand the situation. I got no tolerance. I don't got no tolerance for people that want to be mean and cruel to other people. I don't have any. I have no tolerance for that crap. That's not how I am. Oh, early. Oh my God. They reminded me. My angels and guides said, yeah, you don't care about money. That's why you do all your readings for free and you won't monetize, or you don't want to monetize. So you're happy with keeping your website small. And when I do personal readings for my friends and family, because they're the ones that asked, but I will do readings for anybody that asks me. I don't charge. It's just, I feel gifts should be shared. And, it just, yeah. Yeah, they think, it's funny that they reminded me of that. Okay, so what is ours to know? What can we do? Tell us what's ours to know. Shift your energy. Oh, this is a pretty card. Shift your energy. Let's see what shift your energy is saying here. See, I'm actually not too worried about money. Not that I have money. Don't get me wrong. I don't have money. But I do have community. And I am a very resourceful person. And I have a brother. He jokes about with the fact that I would reuse toilet paper if I could. And I make a nickel scream. So he makes fun of me because I waste nothing and calls me cheap. I'm not cheap. I'm thrifty. So anyway, 19, shift your energy. Clear your energy, the energies of those around you and the energy of your environment. Winds of change are blowing into your awareness. In order to prepare for what is ahead, begin a process of renewal. This process might include clearing away the old that no longer has a purpose in your life. It might mean changing old habits and patterns that you are ready to release. An example might be actively avoiding over sugary foods if you are trying to eliminate excessive sugar from your diet. View this as a time of shedding that can be achieved with ease and grace. I just heard now is the time to maybe look at some apps in it that you are paying for or some streaming services. How can you combine them? Look for cheaper ways for your bills. How are you going to conserve energy to lower your costs? All good things to think about and do. I know that there's some things that I can do here that I can even lower my costs more. So, yeah. So anyway, that's what the cards are saying today on this issue. So, you have a wonderful day. Try to stay warm. And I sure hope I'm wrong. God, never wanted to be more wrong. I mean, there's times when I do readings that I wish I was wrong. Because I don't like seeing people hurt. I don't like people suffering. I don't like to watch people struggle. I just don't. And I got a problem. I got a real big problem with that. So, yeah. Just all you can just take it day by day, cut your expenses, make up some plans, and build your community. And we'll get through this. Do some changing. I mean, I'm not seeing that all this that's going to happen is going to be right away, but definitely, I mean, it's not like it's going to happen tomorrow or anything like that, but it's going to be this year. That much I do know. It's going to be this year. So, if it comes sooner, I'll be surprised. But yeah. In the meantime, I got to find out what the C for bricks means. Huh. Can't believe I don't know that. Anyway, you have a good one. I'll talk to you later. Ooh, I got double button.